lost my mom, I lost my husband, and I have to do one or two things.
You lost your husband?
Yes. There is no support. So, and my boy too have to go to school too.
The first time I went into dumping, I cannot eat for over, if I'm not lying, I did not eat for over 2 to 3 weeks. My friend will tell me that, see you, something that you went that you cannot eat, that is what you want to be doing.
So I use it to take care of my children or my kids.
And the ladies, they are doing well too. Most of them, they will say they are just doing this because of their children, but most of them are paying their children's school fees.
Tell us, what do you do here? We visited a couple of days back, and we noticed that there is this site where women get to pick plastics. What's the initiative behind it?
Well, it's an idea that was given to me by some people, but I didn't buy the idea in the first place. But I went to other places like all these, am I on the point? So I went to other places like all these China companies. I see the way they are treating all these ladies. I think that is not the right way to treat ladies, because this is my country, so I have to do something nice. So I just bring an idea that at least let me just find a little place and now start my own. So that's why they give us this place. And the ladies, they are doing well too. Most of them, they will say they are just doing this because of their children. Some of them will come, they have not eaten this. I say, okay, the only thing I can do in helping them, let them work. And believe with this little job, most of them are paying their children's school fees, doing some other things, feeding themselves without begging. So
what exactly brought about the waste to wealth project? Because these things are considered waste in the environment. People throw plastics about and we really don't even want to use them. You drink water, you just throw them around. So how did you come by that? Like, why not something else?
Yeah. Before an idea come, they say learning don't stop, learning is constant. So I ask people, there's a day I went to buy foam from one company they call Lexus. And I asked them, how did that foam come about? The foam, when you're on top of the foam, is strong, very strong. So they say they produce it from this stuff. They produce the foam.
Plastic?
Yeah. So they produce the foam from this stuff. So I said, if they can produce foam from this stuff, that means there will be many other things they do. So they now go and tell me that they do fiber. You know fiber?
Yes.
They do fiber, they do shoe, even cloth from this stuff. So I said, okay. But me with that, I don't have the idea about this. I said, okay, I can just bring all these goods in raw material and pack it to somewhere. Understand? It's my own idea. I said, okay, I can just bring these goods in raw materials and pack it to somewhere, make them neat, and now take it to them for them to use it for their own goods or their own experience.
Okay. All right. So for how long have you been doing this? How long?
Well, when I start with supplying. I was not doing a supplying in the essence of that. I want to really understand what I want to do. So supplying I was going to all this dumping, mingling with all these casual malam, all those things.
Because, yes.
So accident, I want to know about the business. I was there, I was not supplying. To learn the business, it took me like 6 months. I was not supplying. I was just going there to buy experience from them. So after that 6 months, and I said, okay, let me start supplying some companies.
Okay.
So I supply Olaiya for about a year. So when you supply them, they will complain the goods is dirty, they are all this. So when you carry the goods there, you can buy a material like 3 tons and take it there. When you take it there, they will remove like 1 ton, that 1 ton is dirty. So when they remove 1 ton that is dirty, you will see that sometimes your capital, even everything, have gone with the 1 ton. So that's why I said, no, I can't continue this way.
Okay.
Let me find somewhere, employ people, empower people and start on my own. Maybe when I remove the dirty, I believe what I'm taking to you is just the material that I want to crush.
So what year exactly did you start this?
I think this one have not been up to 3 months. I've not been up to 3 months yet. Not been up to 3 months.
But before then, was there a different site that you were using?
Yeah.
So how long have you been running that?
At least more than 2 years now.
So that means you pretty much got the experience from the other one, then you came to create this. So tell us the process of getting the bottles. Do you get people to pick bottles from the town, from streets, and then bring them here? Or do you go there yourself, or do people bring them for you? How exactly do you do that? Because you have quite a number of bottles that the women are sorting now.
Well, due to how I said before that I went to dumping some other areas, understand, to mingle with all these malam and the rest that pick it.
Yes.
So I have like 5 boys that only buy bottles for me. So initially a week, 5 of them must give me market that I will bring to this place.
So they will be the one to pick from inside the town, inside Lagos, all the streets, and then they help you bring here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cleaning aspect, you talked about the bottles being dirty. Do you clean the ones that they bring here, or how exactly do you sort them?
Men looking at the bottle now, they are dirty at the ground. But those ones in the back, they have sorted those ones.
The ones in the bags.
Like, as this motor just come now,
Yeah.
the market inside are dirty. So we pour it at the ground, we sort them. Sorting, remove the white will be separate, the green will be separate, the brown will be separate. Understand? So they cannot crush both the green, the white, the brown, everything together. They crush the white separate, they crush the green separate, they crush the brown separate.
How?
So that is the sorting.
Okay. How do you feel being able to create jobs for people? Because most people have the impression that for you to be able to create jobs, you need to work in a big office. You look like a big man. Like, how do you feel when you know that you are doing something that other people, they feel so proud about? How do you feel?
Well, just as I say, I'm very happy because I don't know about others, but as a Nigerian I hate seeing my people being intimidated. Just as I said, I went to Lexus and the other company. They are white. If you see the way they treat our people there, you will feel pain. Sometimes, me, I'm the type of guy, whenever I mingle with someone, I like to know the person, know how the person is feeling, know his challenges, something like that. So whenever I ask them about their challenges, they will say it's not easy. It's not easy. That's why most of them that are working here, they are happy in the sense of that I cannot tell that I'm paying it by month. No. Any day I scale your market, you want to collect your money, collect your money. You understand? If you say you want to collect your money tomorrow, when I have scaled your market, I pay you. I don't know your challenges. I don't know what you are going through.
So in essence, you make the work flexible for them. Yeah. What time do they resume? What time do they close? How long are they supposed to do this for? Are you opened every day of the week?
No, Saturday and Sunday. When you come, you just come on your own that you want to come.
That's extra shifts in a way. Like, they get paid for it if they come.
We don't pay anybody. I keep the work to them as target. You can resume anytime I want to resume. You can close anytime I want to close. Just feel free. That's what I keep the work for them. Feel free. Come anytime I want to come. Close any time I want to close.
So is there a fixed salary for people working here? Because you said they are allowed to come anytime they want. So how are you able to measure the amount of work each person has done?
We have scale. We have scale. So we scale per kg. Just as we buy from these people from dumpsite, yes, which we buy from kg. That's how I scale for them per kg too.
So how many kg is a person supposed to have before he can get a certain amount?
No, you see there are bags there. Yes. So when the bag is full, we don't know how many kg that's in the bag. See, when we scale it, we can determine, okay, maybe a bag there now, maybe the highest bag, if it is salt market, the highest bag will be 50, 60. But if all this one that is dirty, that everything that have not salt, you will see a bag of 110, 100 kilo, understand? But this one that is salt market, highest is 60.
Well done, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
So tell us, how do you feel working here?
I'll say it's okay
Okay.
because the situation of things now in Nigeria, and a woman have to survive.
Okay.
So for now, you can say it's okay, and we're thanking God that we have a little money to take home.
Okay, good. So it feels like this is a community of women because most of the people working here are women. How does this make you feel?
Not only women do this job,
Okay.
men too. But talking of the plastic, how we separate the plastic, so it's mostly women that the owner prefer to employ than men. At any time, men can go, maybe they have their own handiwork or other things. So it's mostly women that do working.
Will you consider this work tedious? Do you like the fact that it is flexible, the hours of working?
Mm, is okay because don't like those companies, industries, because you know those industries and companies, they have time that you have to come in and you close. But this one, based on the target work, you can come at any time and you go at any time. Is what you do that you get paid for. So it still give you chance to do one or two things that you have to do, maybe at home, or you have any important events
Events
to
to
go
attend.
to. So
Well, you speak so well. Are you in school? Did you go to school?
I do, but because I packed down to this area not quite long, so I lost my husband and I have to do one or two things.
You lost your husband.
Yes,
What happened?
you know, it's a long story. Though I was teaching before, but the money is not that much. But this work, the money is okay than you working in any other firm.
Okay. How long were you married for before you lost your husband?
Mm, my boy and I is going to 4 years, so it's last 2 years I lost him.
And how do you feel shouldering all that responsibilities and doing this?
Though I was selling food drinks before here, before they now started this work, so the money is not that coming. But some people, customers will come, they want to buy market from you, and some will want to come and buy on credit. So it's not that easy to put up with. So when I talked to this, the manager of this place, that I asked everything about it, and I told me that it's okay if I can take away the shame stuff. So that was why I now joined, and the money is okay.
So, give us an idea of how much you earn.
It depends. That's why I said it's not company or industry that they will give you salary like that. Like now, if he pay us per bag, so the amount of bag that you do in a day, that is how you get paid. So sometimes some people may like every day they will have to you pay them, or 2 weeks or a week or monthly.
So, how much do you get per bag?
Depend on how the bag is, the heavy,
The
the
weight.
weight of the bag. So if the bag is that heavy,
What's the highest you ever got paid for on a bag?
on a bag,
Yes.
on if the scale of the bag is up to 70, 60 to 70 plus, so they will not times it per kilo. So that's
That's
how.
how much per kilo?
Sometimes 15, sometimes 20 per kilo.
Okay.
So when your bag weighs like, let's say 65, so you not times it
By 20.
by 20 or the 15. So that's how we get paid per bag.
We mentioned something about you going to school.
For now, there is no support. So, and my boy too have to go to school too.
But what
So-
level did you get to before stopping?
I was, it was only my OND that I was doing then. So when I lost my mom, I was like, I have to stop here so that I can do one or two things.
So, after losing your mom, you felt like you couldn't go on with school, right?
Yes.
So, how did you now feel losing your husband on top of that?
Though my mom was is, and that was 2015. Then we have to survive now. You say because we fine. I felt down and everything, but I don't know how to put it in words.
And having a 2-year-old son to support, 2-year-old then
Yeah.
to support, did you feel like your world came crashing?
Then
And how about now?
fine, I'm thanking God because I never believed I could move on. But I have to thank God once again.
I like your strength. Are you thinking of remarrying?
Um, I would say fine. I love to because I have only a boy. So at least if I have one again, just two is okay. You know, Nigeria now. Hey, two is okay. But for now, I still have to calm myself down.
Are you getting any support from anywhere else? No husband, no mom. Are you getting support from your late husband's family?
The church I'm attending this area, the Redeemed Church I'm attending, they are supporting me and my boy, and my other sis. She stays in Lagos. So
Your other sister too helps.
yes.
So, we talked about taking away the shame. How do you feel working here? You mentioned something about taking away the shame. When you started working here, did people look at you funnily? Did you feel like, is this me? Like, I have to come down to this level?
Like I will say for myself, when I got to this area, I don't really have anybody, so I don't mingle with friends. So there's no one that can like influence me or discourage me not to do it. But when I was still selling something here, then so I now told one man here, I want to do this job order. I make an inquiry from the man, and the man said if I can do it. So the man I said, you that you are selling this thing, can't you gather more money and started doing some other? So later when I now thought over it myself, I started, and the owner of this place, there was one man that we do call, I don't want to mention his name. It was like, yeah, Jebu. So you can do this type of work. I was like, Abio, I'm okay with it. So whenever people see me, they will like, yeah, Jebu, they will greet me, we'll talk, we'll laugh. So there is no one that has ever talked me down because I don't really give them that face. But I don't look like like a pity.
You don't allow people pity you.
Yeah, so I don't.
So while you're here, who takes care of your son?
I during holidays we go to crèche till evening when I closed. Then during the school hours we go to school, and he stayed there till after.
You don't
I
after
closed.
school too?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So is the money you make, is it enough to take care of him? Or do you still feel like you need more support?
Everybody need a helper, no matter how big or how small someone is. But fine, I really need it because I know what I'm really going through.
You said you were teaching at some point. What were you teaching? Or was it primary school?
A private school
Oh.
in the institute. Because when you have a child like that and you go for a teaching job, they will reduce the payment of your child. Sorry, in the school day. But it wasn't enough. So I have to stop. Let my child stay while I go out and work.
All right. What are the challenges you face doing this? Because every work, every job has its own challenges. What are the challenges that you're facing at the moment?
Well, most of the challenges are motors. This business. Transportation, yeah. This business needs a motor. Without,
Trucks.
yeah. And again, if you are doing this business, most of our challenges is trucks. That's just the challenges. Now I have 2 trucks, but one broke down now. I'm just managing this one. Understand? So, and second challenges we are facing here again, all these ladies, to manage women, it's not easy. It's not easy. Somebody can just come today and lay complaint, my children, this. You must sacrifice. This. And all those ones you are sacrificing is among the gain that you have to see for your own family. But you sacrifice that, okay, mama, use this, use this, use this. And the worst challenge is there is that even when you are trying to provide employment to people, government will still bring their own problem, one thing or the other. This, we are causing air pollution. But normally tell them that we are working on that. We'll be sanitizing this place every 2 months. But my boys say that no, the normal sanitizing have to be every 3 months. So it's up to 3 months now we sanitize this place for the ladies' head. And the second challenge that I'm facing for the ladies, if you bought nose masks for them now, use nose masks, somebody can just come to the place they pack the nose masks, pick like 5, 6, 7. They flow in the person will not wear the nose mask. If you ask the person, where have you taken this nose mask to? You start saying, I'm not the one. No. So where do you want to start from? We cannot be buying nose masks every 2 weeks. It's not possible now. So when we buy nose masks and keep to them, they're the one that know how to use it, but they don't use it in mature way, as in a way that someone will know they are maturely. They will use it anyhow they want to use it. So that's just the challenges.
Do you put any safety measure out there? Because some people may feel like working in a dump site, it's a dump site in a way, Working in the dump site, you need to be protected. Is there any measure that you put in place? Are there things that you're trying to enforce so that their health is protected in the process of working?
I believe I just said about sanitizing this place. So I believe when we sanitize this place, everything is done, right? Yeah. And the second thing is the nose mask. Am I right? So that's just the 2 things we can use.
How about the protective gear? Do you make them cover up and all of that?
Yeah. We do that. And we're even planning to bring more rain boots for them, for their knees or their legs. So we do that too.
And how about the environment? How are the people in this environment, how are they taking it? Having a place like this around them. What was the way how did they receive the initiative? Saying that they started putting stuff around here. Some people may just find it repulsive, like, what is this in this environment? They are making this place look untidy. So how are you able to sort that?
I know that. But initially, if you want to say that, you cannot choose on what I want to do with my land. But the only thing you can just say is, that with what I'm doing is causing pollution. Understand? But in the extent that we are doing this, we do spray this thing in the night.
Okay. You spray here in the night?
Yeah. Maybe twice a week. That will not cause too much pollution.
That's impressive.
Yes, maybe twice a week, but in the night, when all these girls, all these ladies have gone, you can spray here. There's a time that when you come to this place, you won't even perceive if there's any rough things here. I don't know. Okay. If you come to this place, maybe after, what is today? Maybe on next week Saturday. Okay. If you come to this place on Monday, you won't perceive anything. Yeah, you have borne all the others that will come out from it.
So what did your friends say when you were about starting this? Did they discourage you in any way, like, guy, of all the jobs, of all the things you can do, it is this thing you want to do? Guy, you are fresher than that now. What's this?
Well, it's not now and again. No. That was then, that's 6 months.
Yes, we want to know. Tell us.
Okay. At least, I'm a welder. I work in a welding company. And I'm also fabricating too. I'm not leave the other part. So the first money I got, I wanted to do business. And I said I want to go into scrap. My first intention was iron. Because all my friends say I should do iron. Iron is the best. I said no, let me go into bottle. Pet bottle. They challenged me that, this you want to do. this thing I want to do. The first time I went into dumping, at least I cannot eat for over, if I'm not lying, I did not eat for over 2 to 3 weeks. I was just taking tea.
Wow.
The first time I go into dumping.
Were you irritated? What happened?
Very, very irritated. I see everything that is, when I want to eat like this, it seems like maybe, so that even as I'm not eating, I will go with my flowers, my tea is there, just be taking it, but I cannot eat anything. When I come home, I cannot eat. So with that, my friend will tell me that, see you, something that you went that I cannot eat, that is what you want to be doing. But I just take that. To start something is not always easy. It's not always easy. There must be some challenges. It's either you look down onto it or you continue. So I just continue. I motivate myself. I say, this thing that white people are leaving their country to this country to come and do, something is behind it. I believe life is not about going to school. I can write my name, I can write my address, I know where I'm coming from.
You can communicate.
Yeah, I can communicate. I can talk to people. There are most people that even went to school. They do not even know how to communicate with somebody.
Yes.
In fact, they cannot even bring anything out of their life.
So tell us, briefly, what are the things that you've been able to achieve doing this?
Well, I've achieved many things. At least I have to stand by a truck. You can see it. It's not easy to buy a truck.
Yeah.
At least I have to, yeah. At least let's just use this tool as.
Okay. All right. But at least you feel fulfilled. Is that it? If you have to look at your life, do you feel fulfilled?
I'm very, not even about what I've achieved. I believe if you interview those ladies, they can, not even about what I've achieved. As in seeing people being relaxed, feeling happy with me, that is just what I want.
Madam, well done.
Yeah,
How work?
fine.
So tell us, how do you feel working here? What has this place done for you?
It has done a lot thing for me. So I use it to take care of my children or my kids.
How often do you come here? Do you come here all the time, every day? From what time to what time?
It's Monday to Saturday. So on Sunday we will go to church
And rest.
and rest.
How many bags are you supposed to do weekly? To
Anyhow your power reach. You can do 1 bag, you can do 2, you can do 3, 5, 6.
What does it feel like working here? How do you feel?
There's no job. There's no job outside there. So that is why.
But you get something, you get compensated for what you do. At least it puts food on your table, right?
Yes.
And are you happy with what you make?
Yes, I'm happy.
Then is the work flexible? How do you feel? Like, are you forced to come like 8 o'clock, you must resume 8 or when?
No. Anytime you like. You can come 12, 1, anytime.
But when you come anytime you want, you are still expected to do your best.
Yes. Thank you.